heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a first down throw, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. Well, we knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus, too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change and what a twist.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Dobbins once more. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor.
That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Detroit. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ingram. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Fields. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Fields now to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 49.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Ravens 10, Lions 7.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Fields. That's out to the flat for Ingram.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down at 5. Looking to throw. Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Makes the score Lions 14, Ravens 10. Graham Gano is set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Ravens 17, Lions 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
18. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Ravens 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Fields on 1st down. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This is Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On first down, Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Gano now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Lions 31, Ravens 24. Brandon set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, Jackson.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Jackson.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, That position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Lions' 29-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Baltimore, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they They, too, will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.